let's talk about Fightstory, which is something that you created not too long ago, or at least I know things, it takes a long time to happen, but you recently announced it.
Yes. So we've been working on Fightstory since the beginning of this year, and it's come a long way. We still have a long ways to go, but when people ask me, what is Fightstory? Who is it for? And really, it's for everyone, because my main message is that we are all fighters in our own unique ways. We all have battles that we're facing daily. But also, I do want to highlight the fight community and the combat sports athletes, because there is no support or any signs of mental health support in the fight world. And fighters, we just don't talk about that. And so, but I know that there are many fighters who struggle and just don't have that space to talk about it or to find the tools or resources to get help. So, we're really taking a stand with Fightstory to be like, no, this is what we do. This is who we are. And everyone is safe and, included and welcomed. The two main things for Fightstory that I want to, I guess, represent is, one, honoring our past experiences and the stories that we've been through, but also, two, taking a proactive approach to advocating for mental wellness, to educating and informing the community about what we can do to better take care of ourselves mentally and physically. So yeah, it's a great thing. I think there's a great need for it.
Mm-hmm.
And we've had so many people already, come forward and just share what an impact it's made in their lives or the people around them. And just to hear those messages kind of just reaffirms, what we're doing is the right thing, and we're on the right path for sure.
Yeah. And you couldn't have been more true when you said this is needed, especially now in the sport community, in the fight community. It's such a weird thing to try to grasp when you see a fighter. A fighter, they're known to be brute and strong. And when you hear that they have problems and they're going through stuff, it's hard for people to grasp, like, well, you're a fighter, you can just get over it, right? You get into a ring or an octagon or an arena with these people trying to kill you. You're like, oh, how do you not just fight it off?
Mm-hmm.
But as you have experienced it with, and I've seen athletes, throughout my career, I followed the MMA world very closely, and then even in my life as in growing up playing sports and just like mental health in life, it's so good to talk about it, acknowledge it, and create this safe environment so that people don't feel alone.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I saw your announcement video, I thought it was the greatest thing ever. And somebody with a platform like you, with so many followers, to almost be that vulnerable in front of so many people, it's scary. Because you're thinking of all the judgment and like these things, like what are people gonna think? I'm a world champion, and I have to bring myself down and be like, well, I'm not at the best place in my life. So the Fightstory, I think it, like you said, it's for everyone, not just for athletes, because when I watched that video, I thought about so many people that I knew that struggle. I thought about like the lowest parts in my life. And so where I'm getting at with this is I watched it again this morning before coming here to the studio, and something in my heart, my na'au, just really told me that I wanted to help out. So I was inspired to make a donation to the Fightstory, and this is a small donation because we're still getting started. I wanted to donate $500 from the Keep It Low podcast. It's gonna be right here on the screen. over here. Jordan's gonna put it in.
Thank you
So
so
it
much.
just really, I don't know, it touched my heart, and I really wanted to help out in some way. So we just giving a small donation from the Keep It Low podcast to continue your mission.
Yeah, I really
Yeah.
appreciate that, and it's gonna take a whole community to come behind this, but what I wanted to do with that video that we put out is really just, strip away that armor and come to a place where, I can speak to, I guess, everyone and say that, look, even though I'm this or that, whatever, we're all human. And this is just what it means to be human. You see the good, the bad, the pretty, and the ugly, all of that in one. You can't have one without the other. But having that balance in life is crucial, and it's, I can't thank you enough, for your support, and we'll definitely, you know, stay connected
Mhm.
moving forward and let you know about all the things that we have planned, the programs and things like that. But yeah, I think, you know, trying to create something good and helpful and needed out of such tragedy,
Mhm.
and that's the whole meaning behind this,
Mhm.
and if we can help save others who are going through a rough time, who are struggling, if we can save just one person,
Mhm.
then it's going to make all the difference. So, yeah, thank
Yeah.
you.
And that's my goal with, our donations. It's not a lot, but I hope that it can help at least one person. That's what I was thinking on my drive over. Like, even with everything I do in life, this conversation, like if it can just help one person, that's more than enough for us. Yeah. So, where can we find Fight Story and give back or participate?
We have a website, fightstory.org, and we are on Instagram at fightstoryofficial. Um, right now we're still in the beginning phases, very much building out a lot of the programs that we wish to have accessible for the community. But we need help to do that.
Mhm.
So right now we're trying to raise funds so that we can make these free and accessible and open to everyone.
Mhm. All right, well, go check it out. And again, mahalo for creating that and using your platform for positivity. We'll take a quick shishi break and we'll be right back with the fan questions.